Hello, lovely people, and welcome. Thank you so much for visiting my channel today. Today's is a lot of fun. Today I am doing a reductive Linocut. So I'm making prints using this linoleum block, and I'm doing, I think it ended up being 4 layers of paint. And what you do is you put down a layer of paint, and then you take the block and you cut away everything that's the color you just put down. So this takes a little bit of planning. So I did some sketches ahead of time, and I did do one Linocut that was a single layer beforehand, just to kind of learn how to use the tool. You can kind of see that in the upper left corner. I did a little block of plant type imagery for that. But then I decided to dive in and try a reductive Linocut. So the way this works, like I said, is you put down a layer of color and then you cut away the things that are that color. So what I'm cutting away right now on the block, I'm doing an image that's 3 Calla lilies. And so I'm cutting away the Calla lily color. So I will put down a solid rectangle of color, and then I will do another ink of this block with the cutaway Calla lilies, and the original color will just show the flowers, what has been cut away here. So it takes a little bit of wrapping your head around what the color is going to be. So I started this project quite a while back, and I've been kind of avoiding working on it because there's just so much. There are about 4 layers of colors, and in between each set I cut away more and then did another layer of colors. So this was very much an experimental project because I had never done this type of work before. It's like the second Linocut I've ever worked on, and the first time I'd done anything this in-depth. So I started by, what I'm doing here is laying down the back color, or really the color of the Calla lilies. And I decided that I was going to do a whole bunch in different colors. I was going to play around with color combinations and, of each layer and see what types of things worked and all of that type of thing. So, each layer of this took quite some time, and here I'm putting in the second layer. So the first layer was the color of the flowers. So this layer, which is, I've carved away the flowers, and this layer is going to be the color of the stems and the color of the bright parts of the leaves. So here I am, I'm just playing with a bunch of different greens, and I'm learning about the biggest problem I had in all of this is registration. And what that means is lining up each consecutive inking on the print in exactly the same space. Because if you get it at all wrong, then everything is weird and, offset. Each layer gets offset a little too much. And I had, it's a learning curve. A number of mine came out kind of wonky. So I knew that this was going to be big and complicated, and that there was going to be a lot that didn't come out brilliant, we'll say. And so I made a bunch. I think I did about 25 total prints, which means that each layer I'm inking up and printing 25 times 4 layers. So yeah, this took a bit of time. So here I'm cutting out that bright green, which was the outlines, and I'm putting in a dark green, which is going to be the dark colors in the leaves. This was cool. So I ended up with, on the, round about 6.5 hours of footage for this, which I then had to take down to this video. But it's kind of nice to videotape the entire process, because then I know exactly how much time a project took, which is kind of useful. So here I'm cutting away everything that's going to be that dark green that I just put in, which is pretty much every part of the flower and the leaves and everything, and just leaving the background. And so I will do one more round of inking at the end of this to put in that background color. Cutting away these is really kind of therapeutic. So if you are interested at all in Linocut, I recommend trying it. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting, and yeah, you just sit there and carve, and it's great fun. So here's the final inking of each one, and the background putting in. And again, I'm still playing with color combos, and some of the ones I got I'm less pleased with, and some of them I like a lot. So, you know, it's very much a trial and error and learning experience. And here you can see that I did the first one or two and noticed that there was some spots that were coming out on the print that I didn't like. Some amount of the unevenness from the carving is cool, but there's a point. And this is the final results, all of them, all 20-something of them. And as you can see, some of them are okay, and some of them are rather dreadful. So yeah, that one, oof, registration. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please like and subscribe. Comment below what you think, and take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and be well. Thank you.